around 2 in the morning, rest is getting harder.
Hello, welcome back. Saving Sampdoria, season number 1, episode number 5, and no, I still haven't got over it. The offside in episode number 4 really has it's hit me hard. It's hit me really, really hard. As you can see, Clayton fortunately accepts our wage terms of 2,500. He forced us to pay him more money, which is fair dues. But yeah, that offside really has got me down. I locked myself in a dark room, away from the players, away from the staff, with a packet of Jaffa cakes and a flask of tea. And I watched it over and over again. And I really feel I should actually go to UEFA and say, look, I really honestly feel that Betis played that the linesman off. Because it was just such a poor decision. It was ridiculously awful. But as you can see, Anderlecht want 1.6 million. We don't have that sort of cash. So we're going to use a player swap. Now, Juan Antonio is the player I'm going to use. He's worth 1.2 million. He's 24 years old. He's rated 68. Now, we're bringing in Dennis, who's 18 years old and already rated 67. So 400k plus Juan Antonio should be absolutely perfect. And this deal should be bish, bash, bosh, done. Because that is a good deal. They're getting a decent player and we're getting a magnificent player. So I'm quite happy with that. As you can see, Anderlecht accept the offer, which is fantastic. So all we've got to do now is offer terms to Dennis, which should be brilliant. So he wants 4 years, 2 grand. I'm happy with that. We're going to make him squad rotation. It looks like he's obviously just signed a new contract with Anderlecht as well. So we're going to be literally robbing him from them. And I'm happy with that. I think that's going to add some really decent depth to the squad. You know, Vilhena and having now Dennis, who can both play in that cam role, and also having he wants more money. Seriously, what is it with the young players of this world today? You know, we see it with Sterling demanding more money, or he'll potentially leave, and the same with Theo Walcott, and it's ridiculous. So I'm going to have to pay £2,500. Hopefully this will be enough money to persuade him to come to Sampdoria. This not bearing in mind we're getting him away from Anderlecht and we're bringing him to Sampdoria. I mean, Jesus, it should be a foregone conclusion he'll come to us. So we finally agrees for £500 addition per week to come and play for us, which is what, £2 grand a month, which is fair dues. Transfer window wise, not really interested now because we've done all the business we're going to do. I don't particularly want to sell any players, and I'm happy with the actual team and depth that we have. I mean, for us at this moment in time, Poli is probably the most important player for us because he can play CDM, he can play Cam, and he's probably got the best technical statistics in the team. I mean, he's fantastic. And look at this. Look at this. After just one game, Vilhena is in Team of the Week. Can you believe it? Along with Rossini and, of course, Sergio Romero, I do apologise. He looks quite a decent goalkeeper. The only thing that annoys me about him is he comes for things and he flaps at them. He doesn't come and take them. Come and freaking well take them. He tries to fist them and he ends up flapping like a big girl, which is frustrating. Mustafa, I'm not sure about him. He's okay, but if the ball over the top, he gets corner turn, we're pretty much fucked. Diego Reyes, looking forward to working with him. Jonathan Rossini has really surprised me. He really does look a decent centre-back. And I'm looking forward to watching him grow, hopefully, with the club. And there we go, star boy. Absolute freaking star. Apart from 3 statistics, and let's forget about the goalkeeping, because he can't be great in goal as well as on the pitch. He's fucking amazing. And then look at Pedro. Pedro's a decent player as well. Some very good, solid statistics. And the same with my boy Marcelo. Absolute brilliant player. Really, really enjoy using him. Really am. I love the way he can cut in from the left midfield onto his right foot. It's brilliant. Or is it the opposite? I can't remember. He plays right midfield. That's it. I have him on the right midfield because he's left-footed. But he's just brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. Vilhena feels so good. I'm surprised I haven't actually bought him in another career mode. I feel really, really bad that I haven't because he's that good. He feels so, so good. Okay, now Edgar, we're going to have to utilise his ridiculous pace and just knock the ball over the top for him because strength-wise he's going to get battered left, right and centre. As I say, Max Clayton's going to give us so much more. Oh, before I talk about Max, Roberto, I need to play this lad. He's got some decent statistics. I haven't been playing him, which is really bad. But then again, it's so difficult to get him into the side when you've got Pedro, you've got Poli. It's difficult. But we are going to be rotating the players a lot because we're going to have a lot of games. And as you know, playing in the lower leagues, the games come thicker and faster. So you've got more fixture congestion. You play more games in the season. So we will get him into a game. He will definitely be getting minutes on the pitch. Pozzi, I like Pozzi. I do like him. He hasn't got the greatest work rates in the world, But what I do like about him is the fact that he drops when you need him to drop. It's almost as if his work rates are suited to my playing style. That when he sees I'm breaking forward and there's nothing really on for him up front, he just drops into the little holes, picks the ball up. He's fantastic. Icardi, tell you what, he just needs to take his opportunities. If he takes his opportunity, he's going to be world class. A lot of you guys reckon he's world class. I'm yet to see that world class-esque yet. But I will say, reserve matches, he looks, head and shoulders above everybody else. Really, really does. Really decent player. Really, really am enjoying him. He's got a little bit of skill as well, which is quite nice. I tried a few skill moves with him. Some of them went right, some of them go wrong. But what can you do? I'm not, as we all know, I don't have skilling in my locker. Now, Lopez, I know he's on loan. He will get used throughout the season, but I want to give our boys, the likes of Eder, the likes of Pozzi, the likes of Edgar, the likes of Max Clayton, more opportunity than him good self. Now, is this the lad? People said there's a CDM at Sampdoria who we should bring back, and I'm just wondering, that last player, was it him? If it was, put it in the comments below. I'll be really interested to know, because I wouldn't mind bringing back another CDM, because I want to save. I know Pedro can play in CDM, I know Poli can play in CDM, but I don't want to overplay Poli, because honestly, he is just magnificent. His touch, he just feels sensational. If you guys have not used him in a career mode, I strongly urge you to get a financial takeover and spend every freaking penny on him, because he is that epic. And the only other player I can say who is epic is Filippo Bonaperti. He is just epic. Not the upgraded Filippo, but the default Filippo is just epic. Mine is at 87 in West Ham. But let's get away from that. Let's get back here. Eder doing some nice work there. Poli playing the ball through to Marcelo on the right midfield. Cun inside, trying to get on his left foot. Didn't happen. Vilhena, just that link-up play is just magnificent. Simple first touch. Yeah, Niad. I can see what he's going to do. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to chastise the boy. I'm not going to chastise him, because he wanted to get the crossing with his left foot. Didn't quite happen, though. Didn't quite happen. And to be fair, that was the story of the first half. Whatever we tried just did not come off for love nor money. Absolutely horrific first half, to be quite frank. It wasn't a good first half at all. And 0-0. Gotta say, Brisbane, they just defended so well. It's nice to have nice to have an Australian team in there for my Australian subscribers, because especially Rowan, Rowan's an Aussie. And it's nice to have some Australian love in there for the guys. I believe he likes Sydney or Melbourne. I don't want to say definitely, but I'm pretty sure that Rowan's not a fan of Brisbane. But I could be wrong. And then I'm going to look a complete mug. But I know Rowan had trials as well, I believe. So it's nice to have that. Look at Dennis. There's Dennis playing the ball through to Sai. See, again, they're both cultured. Dennis and Vilhena are absolutely brilliant. Ball comes into Clayton. Oh, that would have been a sensational debut goal, but no, it didn't happen. And we draw 0-0. Am I gutted? Yes, I am actually. It was just so difficult. It's just such a hard game against Brisbane. It really, really was. They played so defensive. It really did frustrate the crap out of me. But there you go. We have a new talisman, so the media say, and it's Rossini. I beg to differ. It's Dennis Clayton, and it could be Poli. Hello, Poli.